Before the video starts, all I want to say is I'm sorry if this sounds weird. I'm using my phone mic. But let's just get back to the video. What's up guys, Chip here. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to be ranking every single Cuphead weapon and super normal game and DLC. So, first we have Cuphead Super. It does tons of damage, very easy to use, and very simple to learn. Highly effective, works for every single boss. Next, the DLC Super, A tier. Yes, I know, this does way more damage than, not way more, a little bit more damage than the original Super. But this time up and down, which could be very hard to use in certain bosses, so A tier. Next up, Cuphead second Super, easy D tier for me. It gives you immunity for like 7 seconds, which is not worth a super. Yes, you could do tons of damage in that time, but you could do way more damage if you're using a super. And also, it's a waste of a super and an EX. Next up, the DLC second super. I'll give it a B tier. It's pretty cool, unique. It summons a bunch of these shadow ghost knights that attack your boss. Pretty cool. Cool idea. Does tons of damage. Give it a B tier. Next up, Cuphead's third super. I'll give it an A tier. The reason I'm giving it an A tier, yes, it's a bit weird to play. It summons like a buff version of Cuphead that basically spins around in a circle, and when you move right, it moves right, and you move left, it moves left. It's very hard to use, but once you master it down, it does lots and lots of damage. Next up, the DLC's third super. I'll honestly give it a B tier. It's pretty decent. It gives you like a shield heart, which protects you from like damage. It protects you. It doesn't take away one of your hearts, or the super doesn't even add a heart, which is pretty cool. Next up, going to the weapons. First, the basic super. I would give it a B tier because it's the baseline, but easy A tier. Compared to all the other weapons, this is pretty good. You could defeat every boss with this. Highly effective. And it works for every boss. Next up, roundabout, another A tier. Yes, it's a bit weird to use. It's a bit weird to use. A bit weird gameplay. But once you master that down, does lots of damage. More damage than the regular shot. And also, it's EX. Like this saw. It comes towards you, and if you dodge it, well, it tries to come towards you, which means you could have 1 EX for the whole level, which will do lots and lots of damage. The regular shot's EX, pretty good. A buffed up shot does lots of damage, nice. Next up, crack shot, easy A tier for me. Not only you don't have to aim, does really good damage. 2 forms. One, it's like this crystal thing that goes straight and does a lot of damage. Or, if it doesn't hit anything, it basically breaks and is auto aim and goes to the boss. Yes, it loses some damage, but pretty fair trade. And its EX spawns this planet-like thing, which is really unique. Also attacks the boss with the same shot. And you could parry off of it, helping you dodge stuff. And also, when you parry off of it, it sends it into the boss, doing damage. Next, Chaser. I'll give it a B tier. It's like the bad version of crack shot. The reason I'm giving it a B tier is because you don't have to aim, but does very little damage. But its EX is pretty good. It's like an explosion, then summons a ring of bullets around you. And it's pretty good. It does damage if the boss comes near you, but you kind of have to play it risky to do that extra damage, so B tier. Next up, I'll do Charge. I know a lot of people are going to hate me, but B tier. It's decent. It's kind of weird gameplay. You have to hold for a second. Yes, it does the most damage in the whole entire game. But a bit weird to play. And its EX, an explosion. Kind of risky to use. Does do lots of damage, but I don't like it. Next up, Twist Up C tier. Yes, it does lots of damage. And also, its EX is pretty good, like this tornado. But when you shoot right, it goes right up. It's very hard to aim, and the cost of aiming increases its damage by a little bit. isn't really that worth it of a trade. Next up, I like to call the shotgun B tier. Actually, A tier. Its EX is phenomenal. This is why it's an A tier. Yeah, phenomenal. It spawns like these 4 anchor things, and also, don't know how to explain it. Really good. Yes, it does lots of damage, and is good in certain bosses, but that's about it. Next up, the lobber. I'm giving this a B tier. Yes, it does tons of damage. Its EX is really good. But its aim is kind of weird to control. If a boss is up, really hard to hit. So yeah, B tier. Pretty good nonetheless. Next up, this. I would give it a C tier, but I'm giving it a B tier because of its EX. It's like this spread out shot. And you could control it so all 3 beams hit one area. But to do that, you have to lock. And when you lock, your mobility is very limited. You can't walk, you only could jump and dash. And its EX summons like this beam that goes, it's like lightning, but goes right or left, depending how you aim it. And yeah, that's the end of my video. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing. It only takes one press of a button, and you could take it back later. And yeah, see you later. Bye.